Am I the arsehole for asking my mother-in-law for our house key back? Story time. So about 3 weeks ago, I welcomed mine and my husband Steve's first baby. Everything has been going absolutely blissfully. However, my mother-in-law, who we'll call Bertha, keeps just letting herself in. And this can be at any time of the day, but usually when I am upstairs in bed trying to relax. And this had been winding me up for the past 3 weeks until I snapped yesterday. So Steve has just gone back to work. And whilst baby was asleep next to me in the crib, I thought, I'll have a little sleep as well. Now, whilst I was asleep, my mother-in-law let herself into my house, snuck up the stairs, took my baby out of his crib, and then took him downstairs. Now, please imagine the total panic I woke up in when I woke up to see my baby is no longer besides me. I reached my arm out, no baby! As I'm sure you can imagine, I completely freaked out. I literally caned it down the stairs, and despite the living room door being closed, I could hear him crying. And the way I threw that living room door open, my mother-in-law was sitting on the sofa with my child. She casually just looks over and smiles at me and says, someone woke up grumpy today. I said, he's not grumpy, he was meant to be fed an hour ago. And that was when she said, oh, I wasn't talking about the baby, I was talking about you. I took my son from off Bertha and went straight back upstairs. She tried to follow me, but I was like, oh, heck no. I said, you need to leave. And for some reason, she looked at me all confused. But before she could say anything, I said, get out and leave the key in the dish by the door. And lo and behold, she did. But later that day, she must have rang Steve while he was at work. Because when he got home, he did in fact bring it up with me. And thankfully, he wasn't mad. He understood, which was a relief. But he did say that his mum was really upset and that maybe she could come round every now and again. And I said, oh, the issue is not that she is coming round. I said, the issue is that she just shows up randomly, uninvited, with no notice. He says, but she doesn't mean any harm. I was like, well, whether she means harm or not, she is causing it, so she needs to stop.